Howdy YouTube, Mike Howell here for Naps, New Age Pipe Smokers. I hope y'all are doing well today. I just got home from a long day at work. So I decided I want to unwind with one of these guys. It's a Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Stillwell Star, Bayou number 32. This is a pretty unique cigar, and full disclosure, I am way more of a pipe guy than I am a cigar guy. I do enjoy cigars on occasion, but my knowledge in the area of cigars is strictly amateur hour compared to my knowledge of pipe tobacco. But I do know that I really wanted to give these a try, specifically this one. The Stillwell Star series is made by Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust in partnership with Cornell and Deal, and it's a line of cigars that incorporates different pipe tobaccos into the filler. There's an aromatic, there's one that is Virginia Burley, I believe, and one that's in English, and then this Bayou, which is a Virginia Perique. Now the entire filler I don't think is made of pipe tobacco, but it's also got complimentary cigar leaf in there, and then the binders and wrapper, of course, cigar leaf. But yeah, I've been really anxious to try this one, and they've been out of stock for a while. So I got it. It came to me perfect. I love the way Smoking Pipes sends their cigars in these nice, you can't really see it on the camera, I guess, but they're like, almost like the bag is a Boveda pack. It's really great. I love ordering tobacco from them. They're probably my favorite online spot to order tobacco from. I usually stick to the Pipe Nook for pipes, but Smoking Pipes is great for them too. Like, I have no complaints whatsoever about pipes from them. They're awesome. So anyway, this cigar, when I opened it, there's nothing about the footnote or anything that screams pipe tobacco to me or anything. It just smells like a cigar. I believe this is mostly Nicaraguan. I could be totally wrong about that though. Like I said, when it comes to cigars, I'm kind of a dumbass. But I love the way it looks too. It's just like nice and simple and kind of elegant. I almost hope I hate this cigar because they're not that in stock all the time, and I don't want to get hooked on them and then not be able to get them all the time. But I do appreciate the way this looks. It's nice and simple, elegant, and the footband looks nice, and the whole line has the same simple star band here, but then the footband tells you which cigar it is in the line. Pop that off. I just punch cut it 'cause that seems the simplest, and it's idiot proof. Like I said, I'm kind of an idiot about cigars, but the draw is perfect with a punch cut, which is, that's always a toss up whether or not it'll be too tight or not with just a punch. But the draw is perfect, and I do get a little bit of that the taste of the cold draw is almost a little bit like the tin note when you open up a fresher, brighter Virginia Perique blend. That breadiness with that little bit of sweetness undertoned. So that's nice. Let's get this thing lit up. I'll probably have to time lapse this video or edit it a little bit for time, because I don't want to have a 45-minute long video of me just sitting here puffing on a cigar. I'm going to run out of things to say eventually. Using a torch. Keep the pipes away. Sometimes I don't even like using torches for cigars, but one's nice. I think this is a 6x52, I want to say, a Toro. So with the bigger ring gauge cigars, it really doesn't seem to matter. Interesting. I'm not educated enough to know whether it's the cigar leaf or the perique, but I do get a little bit of spice right off the bat. Not the kind of spice I'm used to really from spicy cigars though, like the spice you get from perique, that like figgy, plummy, fruity sort of spice. It's pretty nice already. Yeah, I should have looked that up before I started puffing on it, but I want to say that this was primarily Nicaraguan. That's what it tastes like to my rather uneducated palate. But it's definitely got something extra. It's cold and windy as hell out here. I'm sure y'all can hear my walls flapping out here on my smoking shack. Alright, well, I'm going to puff on this for a little bit. Considered I got a little bit of light reading to carry me through this stick. Yesterday was the professor's birthday, good old Tolkien. The Lord of the Rings was definitely a big influence on me when it came to wanting to smoke a pipe. That and my grandfather smoked a pipe, always smoked cherry something. I don't know what his exact brand was, but it was cherry as hell. And, those are the two big factors that got me smoking a pipe. But ever since the second grade, I've loved Lord of the Rings, so I'm gonna get a little bit of reading in here and puff on this, and I'll be back in just a second. So it's interesting. Only a little ways down, like I barely even touched this. That initial spice that I tasted, it was very much there on the first light, has pretty much faded to the background. And now I'm just getting definitely that, I'm gonna sound like a jackass if it's not Nicaraguan and I'm wrong, but that Nicaraguan taste, and I feel like I'm getting that Virginia coming through. It's different than it tastes in a pipe, but I feel like I can get those bready characteristics that I get from Virginia's definitely coming through here. I'm interested to see if the spice picks up back up again, sort of how Virginia Perique blends do in a pipe as the cigar smokes down. So we'll see. Back to bag end. I will say, my my cigar smoking cadence is even worse than my pipe smoking cadence as far as puffing too fast. And this thing is burning absolutely beautifully. I've not been treating it nicely so far at all, and it's the burn quality is pretty impeccable. So that's a huge plus going for it. The flavor strength and the complexity is building up a little bit. It's yeah, this tasted a little too light for me at first after that initial spiciness, but as we're getting down through about the first third, it's really starting to I can taste the flavors developing more. I'm starting to get a little bit more of that that little something extra, that pipe tobacco characteristic that I got off the first light is starting to come back through a little. So, that's pretty nice. Curious to see what it does for the rest of it. I was gonna tell you all the story of how I met Florida Man in this video, but I don't want to get off topic. I'll focus on the cigar. Save that one for next time. Good story though. That's what happens when you're stuck down in Florida working on a condo for, I think it was like 5 weeks, and you run out of weed on the 3rd week. You go out looking for weed, you'll meet Florida Man. It was fun. Let's save that one for next time. So I'm getting down into a little ways through the 2nd, 3rd. The draw was starting to get a little constricted. It was seeming to tighten up a little bit as the cigar heated up. I just opened up the punch cut a little bit, and it seems to have completely corrected that, no problem. The burn characteristics are still perfect. The ash is super firm. The flavors aren't building quite as much as I'd hoped they would, but I'm definitely getting a little bit of that that sense of Virginia Perique blend coming through. It's not just the cigar leaf. Pretty dry on the palate. I normally tend to favor strong Maduro cigars and things of that nature. I think the Camacho Triple Maduro is probably my current favorite. So I'm used to more of that, and those are kind of the opposite. They tend to make my mouth water quite a bit. This one, I'm finding that I'm, wanting to take a drink of something more often. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Definitely good quality leaf. I'm loving the burn characteristics and everything about it. This definitely makes me this is the first Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust cigar I've ever tried, and it makes me want to definitely try more of their stuff. Because although I can say that this isn't a cigar that, judging from, I haven't finished it yet, who knows what the last third will bring, but judging so far, I don't know that this is a cigar that I would necessarily purchase again for myself. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but just because it's not up the normal alley of what I go for in cigars. But I can say I would recommend it to people who enjoy I guess I wouldn't call it lighter, it's just lighter than what I normally like to smoke, which is normally on the very heavy end, but for people who this is the type of cigar that's their normal wheelhouse, it's pretty fantastic. I definitely can't hate. Which is good, because it's a $15 stick, I believe, 15 and some change, so that's not terrible, but it is inching its way up there. Normally if I pay am paying more than $10 for a cigar. It needs to be a pretty fantastic cigar for me to want to buy it again. Not that this isn't good. Like I said, just not quite in the normal lane that I usually stay in for cigars. Yeah, the flavor is developing now a little more now that I'm getting down there and I open the draw up a little. We'll see. Not bad. Well, I'm into the last third, a little ways into it, and I'm finally starting to get a little bit more of that Perique and Virginia flavor. Still not as much as I would like. I really wish that the Perique flavor was more forward. But now it's finally starting to get where the pipe tobacco flavors are pulling even with the Nicaraguan flavor. God, I'm such a dumbass. I really should have looked that up. I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I made this whole video and said Nicaraguan over and over again and it turns out to be like Honduran or some other shit because I'm uneducated about it. But in my entirely uneducated palate, I want to say, yeah, it's probably Nicaraguan because it's got that light, almost like, I don't know, the couple Nicaraguan puros I've smoked have like almost like a light papery taste to them, like a woody note, but very light woody notes. But now that I'm getting down towards the end of this, the Virginia Perique flavor is kind of starting to make itself known a little bit and interplay with that, and it's pretty nice. I wish the whole stick had tasted like this. Not that it was bad, but if I could have gotten this flavor from the start and it had built more up towards the end, I would have liked it even better. So yeah, not bad overall. Like I said, will I buy this again? This particular stick? No, personally, I won't buy another one of these. Just because it's, like I said, it's out of my wheelhouse as far as my tastes normally go. But I would definitely recommend it to people who primarily smoke Virginia Periques if you're looking to get into cigars. This is definitely not a bad one. Now, I'll say this, having not smoked the other ones, the other three Stillwell Stars, if you're a cigar person trying to see what pipe tobacco's about, this is probably not going to give you much in the way of an indication of that. I would guess that maybe the English would probably be because you can't hide Latakia, that shit jumps right out at you. That might give you a little bit more of a pipe tobacco experience. The aromatic and the Weber one, I'm not sure. I like not having tried any of them. I'm only just guessing, but damn. Okay, now this is getting really good. Ain't that just the luck? The last third of the cigar is the best. If there was only a way to just buy a whole bunch of the last third of these, I'd be all in. Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to finish this last little bit up. And yeah, so that's the Stillwell Star Bayou number 32. If you don't mind spending $15 for a cigar, it's worth it for a try. I'm not disappointed. I'm kind of glad it's not like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever tasted, because they're not that easy to get, or haven't been since they came out. Damn, that got good. Wow. I'm kind of astonished at the way the flavors picked up intensity just since I hit record on this last little segment. So in the last 5 minutes. That is pretty nice. Yeah, so Stillwell Star Bayou 32. I don't know if they're in stock at Smoking Pipes still right now. It's been a couple weeks since I got this, but no complaints at all. Give it a try. Yeah, give it a whirl. And if you've tried it, let me know down in the comments what you think. And hope you all have a fantastic night. I'm going to finish up this last little bit and then go do a line of Oreos and about a half a gallon of milk. Crash out and get ready for work tomorrow. So y'all have a pleasant evening. Thanks for watching.